Hello everyone, my name is Diki Azugraha. Today I want to share about Newton's laws. Here's I got my script here. So the first thing first about Newton's law is force. What is force? There is types of force. It can be push, pull, slap, or gravity, and the others. For instance, like this. When I push this, when I push this, oh, that's slap. When I push this is force, and when I pull it, this is force too. And then gravity. What is the meaning of this gravity in force? For example, this book, when I hold it like this, it's got the gravity force that pulling it to the ground actually, but we can't see it because gravity is applied, but we can't see it. And then there is types of force. There is four types of force. The first is a normal condition, when an object is in condition in initial state is being stopped, or it will get its normal force. What is normal force? Normal force is a force that exerts the force of an object. So the force is from its surface. For instance, I'm standing right now. There is actually a normal force that pushing me upwards from the ground. That's normal force. And then the second thing is friction. So this is also related to normal force. For example, I had this trolley. I don't know what is this in English, but the most important thing is this thing has a wheels right there, right over, right, there. There's wheels. So when I push it and I will let it go, it will automatically stop. Why is it happen? Because there is friction. Friction in the surface of my cabin. So that's friction. And then tension. For example, here I got my own bag. It's actually heavy. And there is like a rope here. When I put it up, this is tension. Tension. It will be explained more later on. And then there is weight. Weight is when your own mass times gravity, you will gain weight. Superposition force. What is superposition force? When we are doing a force, the amount of force that we are going to give to the object is different. It's depend. It's depend on when and where you are pulling or push it. For example, this object here again, when I pull it up from up, right here, from up, and I will pull it from what is straight line of the object, it will has the same result when I am pulling out from here. So that's the example. But here you can see it. Yeah, that's how it's work. And then we are gonna talking about Newton's first law. So what is Newton's first law? It's about law of inertia. When it states object will remain still unless act upon outside force. So every object in this world will just stay as it will, except there is one thing, there is force that act upon it. That's the meaning of the first law of Newton's motion. And then we got here Newton's second law. Newton's second law have formula that is force equals to mass time acceleration. And we can state that the mass here is resistant of being accelerated by force. So for example, if I have someone here, but I don't have anyone, if someone here pushing me, but I have more mass than him, it should be harder to him to push me. So how is it? This object here has lower mass than me, so when I push it, it's gonna be easy. But if an object has more mass than me, it's gonna be hard for me to push it. That's how it's mean. And then there's a third Newton's law, and that's about action and reaction. So what is action and reaction mean? If you are doing some force to another objects, the objects will force you equals to how much force you dealt to the object. For example, when I'm pushing this wall here, the wall gives me the same force like I'm giving force to the wall. So right here, I can still stand still like this because the wall forced me to when I'm forcing the wall. And then here I got some example. So we got here a picture of someone doing a cycling, and then there's a ball. Yeah, it's a soccer. So what does this picture mean here? So as we learned before, there is Newton's law. The first thing first is inertia. So when you are doing this cycling, you actually have Newton's first law in your body. When you are doing cycling, I can't use that cycle, so I'm sorry. Actually, your body is in state of inertia. You are not moving. The thing that move is your cycle, your bicycle, not yours, not your body. So your body is in initial state, in inertia state. So when you are taking a break, when you are breaking it, but in one go, your body will be propelled to front. Why is it happen? Because the first law of Newton's law, the first Newton's law. That's it. All right. And then why is soccer? It's same. When the ball is in its initial state, when it's not moving at all, it has the Newton's first law. And when you are kicking it, it's move. It's become second law of Newton's. And it's the same. In cycling, there is Newton's second law. The cycle is moving. It has acceleration. It has force. It has mass. So it is second law of Newton. And then I got here driving. When you're driving, it's same. When you are moving, you have the second law of second laws of Newton's law. And then the body of yours is in the state of inertia. So when you are accidentally using your brake in one go, you will be propelled up front because of it. And then I got this picture of boat and balloon, hammer, and torch. Torch? Yeah, torch. So what does this mean? When you are using a boat with penggayungan right here, yeah, actually the water give you force because you are giving the water force. That's the third law of Newton's law. So when you are doing force to the water is giving you a push too. When you push the water push you. So that's action equals to reaction. And then the balloon, when you are, and if you have a balloon that already filled with the air, and then you just let it go. When you have a balloon filled with air, but you didn't tie it up, and then you let it go, the balloon will. So what does that mean? Because it's the third law of Newton's. Why is it third law? Because the air inside the balloon is forcing the balloon. It's action and reaction. And then a hammer, of course, it's like a tochi, like this. Hammer is done the same force, or the same thing, like you are touching it without a hammer. So of course, hammer, when it's smashed to the wall, it gives action, and the wall will give reaction. So that's the third law of Newton's. And here's the other Newton's law. You can search it in another video, or I will make it later, but I don't know, we need it. So the other Newton's law here I got is universal gravitation. Of course, Newton is really famous because its law of gravitation. And then the second is law of cooling. You can read it here. I want explain it more about two of these other Newton's law, because the thing that I want to show is Newton's law of motion. So that's all. I hope it will be helpful, even if it's just a bit, but I hope it's helpful for you the viewers. So, and if there are so many mistake words that I have made, I think there's so many mistake words I've made, I'm very sorry, and goodbye.